Hello, this is a documentary about sustainable practice towards electricity consumption in IIUM. Electricity is used by people to run appliances, computers, electronics, machinery and public transportation systems as well as for lighting, heating, cooling and refrigeration. We depend heavily on electricity in our lives. Our everyday routines highly depend on the use of power, whether it be at home, school, or our place of employment. Students have been complaining a lot for various kinds of troubles within the university compound, mostly because of the problems with the facility. Little that we know, students may also be the one that contributes to these problems, which is the excessive usage of electricity within the Mahala, and some of the students do not practice sustainable electricity usage in their room. Besides, a lot of electricity being wasted, and it turns out high usage of electricity brings bad effects towards the environment. The objectives are to raise awareness amongst all people, especially IIUM students, in using electricity with a good behavior, to achieve SDG number 11 and 12, which is sustainable cities and communities and responsible consumption and production, to urge the parties with the actual authorities to take any actions to prevent this false behavior of students while using electricity, and also to call for good and forego harms, which is Amar Maruf Nan Munkar. Next, the significances are to save electricity-related costs like electricity bills, electrical equipment and labor costs, to make the world free from climate change, global warming, pollution and more, to prevent the loss of energy resources for use in the future, and to boost understanding about SDGs among individuals, especially in students. However, there are a few challenges to practice sustainability in consuming electricity in IIUM. First, fans and lights remain on when students are not in their rooms at the Mahala, and they leave their electronic devices plugged in when they are not in use. From the data that we collect through the survey, students have more than 4 electrical appliances at the Mahala that increase the usage of electricity, as well as electromobility like electric scooters. In order to prevent bad things from happening, these are the suggestions to save electricity, which are: we need to turn off the switch when not in use, unplug appliances when not in use energy-efficient appliances, and limit our electricity consumption by using natural lighting during the day.
Assalamualaikum, brother.
Waalaikumsalam.
Can you tell me what's your name?
My name is Ahmad Anwar.
I'm from which Malha are you?
Mahala Farouk.
Malfaro, okay. So I want to ask, are you familiar with the 17 SDG?
I think I know about it, but I don't remember it.
Okay. So please allow me to tell you a little bit about the SDG. So in the SDG, we have 11 and 12 SDG that talks about sustainable cities and communities, and 12 SDG is about responsible consumption and production. So I want to ask you, how do you observe in general about the electricity usage among the IIUM students?
It is quite concerning actually. As you can see, among students, there are some leave their room with the fan switch on, light, sometimes the kettle, and sometimes they leave their computer charger switch on from night to the morning.
So can you please tell me, in what way can we do to solve this problem?
In my opinion, it's about mindset actually. Some of them doesn't have any awareness regarding electric consumption in our mahala, so they tend to forget about it. So we can collaborate with the mahala community to spread the more awareness among the students, so that they can reduce their electricity consumption.
all. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Assalamualaikum, brother.
Waalaikumsalam, brother.
Can I have a moment?
Yes, brother, sure.
So, what is your name?
My name is Mohamed bin Mohamed.
From what kuliah are you from?
I am from Kuliah of Information, Communication and Technology.
And which mahalah do you stay?
I stay in the Mahalah Ali.
Okay. So, have you ever heard about SDG 17?
Sure, brother.
So, for sure you have heard about the 11 and 12 Sustainable Development Goals, right? About the sustainable cities and communities and responsible consumption and production, right?
Yes, brother.
So, from your point of view, how do you observe about the electricity consumption among the residents of your mahalah?
From what I have observing, that each of everybody in the Mahalah have their own very own device, where each person have their own laptop or PCs, have their mobile devices, not one but two, and every other electric appliance like pot, kettle, iron. So each of these devices, each of these appliances have very high power consumption. So it will maybe cause something like blackout, which will be inconvenience for every resident of the Mahalah.
Okay, so do you have any suggestion to solve this matter?
In my opinion, MRC should have like restricting the amount of electric appliance for each dorm. Like they should have only one kettle or one iron for every dorm. So this will reduce the amount of consumption of each mahalah.
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Based on our interview that have been conducted, it can be concluded that students in IIUM does not practice sustainable electricity consumption. Therefore, we hope that with this project, we can help to realize the sustainable development goals in IIUM.